In a bustling city where advancements in technology hummed like the busy assembly lines of the telephone factory, they lived a life defined by monotony and routine. Each day blended into the next, surrounded by the mechanical symphony of machines assembling the very devices that connected people across distances, a digital heartbeat that pulsed through the city's veins. His days were filled with the repetitive tasks of his job, punctuated only by the brief moments when he exchanged glances with Salk, a phone assembler whose brilliance shone amidst the hum of machinery. Salk was unlike anyone Vey had ever met. In her late 20s, she exuded a mix of confidence and charm. With every interaction, a spark ignited within Vey, awakening dormant emotions and hopes. Their encounters grew deeper, laden with playful banter and unspoken connections. They sensed there was more to Salk than met the eye. Her quirky smile often masked a keen intelligence and a vulnerability that intrigued him. One afternoon, as they shared a break in the factory's small lounge, Salk was assembling the company's latest phone, which was to be retailed as a Valentine's Day special. Salk pulled a folded piece of paper from her pocket and handed it to Vey. "There is something odd I discovered," she urged, her voice low as if afraid to be overheard. Unfolding the paper, Vey's heart raced. It was a blueprint of the factory floor, marked with odd annotations and circles drawn around certain machines, ones he operated daily. "What is this?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper.
"Just keep it safe. I don't know if it's important, but I think there's something going on here," Salk replied, her eyes darting toward the entrance as if fearing someone might appear.
A story told of hearts that sing in the workplace. Sparks took flight, two souls connected day and night. Through the assembly line's routine, they shared glances, unseen. With every handset passed along, the bond grew sure and strong.
Days passed, and Vey couldn't shake the feeling that he had stumbled into something greater. He took to observing the factory more closely. The subtle changes, the hushed conversations, the anxious glances between employees, were layers to a mystery he was determined to unravel. But when his curiosity led him to discover files hidden away in the manager's office, files that were labeled "secret," everything shifted. The air grew thick with tension, and the factory that was once a comforting routine became a web of conspiracy. One evening, as dusk painted the sky in deep oranges and purples, Vey confronted Salk. "You knew, didn't you?" he asked, dread wrapping around his heart. Salk exhaled slowly, her expression unreadable. "I had my suspicions, but it's worse than I thought. I didn't want you involved. This isn't just about the factory. It's about power, control, and the lengths they will go to maintain it." Realization entered into Vey's thoughts. They were not just factory workers, they were surrounded by mystery. Vey knew they couldn't overlook matters. They needed to act quickly in order to solve the mystery. Under the cover of night, Vey and Salk ventured back into the factory, guided by the blueprint Salk had given him. They moved stealthily through the maze of machines, their hearts pounding in rhythm with the factory's machinery. Every creak and groan of the building heightened their anxiety. In the heart of the factory, they discovered a hidden room filled with advanced technology. It was here they found evidence that would expose the conspiracy, a treasure trove of information detailing how the factory had been a front of some sort. Suddenly, footsteps echoed behind them. Mr. Hev, the factory manager, stood at the entrance, flanked by guards. "You shouldn't have come here," he sneered, his voice dripping with menace. Vey and Salk exchanged a glance, a silent understanding passing between them. What should they do?
Silent schemes, they'd whisper plans for days to come. A future bright, built from this hum. The day the final shift was done, the love shone bright like the sun. Amid the ringing and busy halls, two lovers felt forever in love's calls. Love's list of calls in every ring, a story told of hearts that sing. In the workplace, sparks took flight, two souls connected day and night. Now as the phones keep ringing true, our love story's just begun anew. Tonight we keep the phones off the hook, let the hours pass through. Tomorrow we play the answering machine. Remember last night there was just two, just me and you. Just me and you.
Mr. Heave explained. You see, we've been trialing artificial intelligence to do the tasks that the workers usually do during the day. Adrenaline coursed through Vey and Salk veins. But you need not fear. Workers will not be replaced by machines. We still need human workers to oversee matters, smiled Mr. Heave. Relief spread though both Vey and Salk. On their way home, they held on to Salk tightly. The bond they had forged amidst the peril had transformed into something deeper, an unshakable trust. They asked, "So, should I call you, or let's just chat on the net tonight?" replied Salk. Through survival and complicity, they had found something precious, each other. And perhaps that was the greatest connection of all.
Through the assembly line's routine, they shared glances unseen. With every handset passed along, their bond grew sure and strong. Love's list of calls in every ring, a story told of hearts that sing. The workplace sparks took flight, two souls connected day and night. Through the assembly line's routine, they shared glances unseen. With every handset passed along, their bond grew sure and strong. Love's list of calls in every ring, a story told of hearts that sing. The workplace sparks took flight, two souls connected day and night. In golden moments by the machines, dreams were shared, silent schemes. They'd whisper plans for days to come, a future bright built from this hum. The day the final shift was done, their love shone bright like the sun. Amid the ringing and busy halls, two lovers found forever in love's calls. Love's list of calls in every ring, a story told of hearts that sing. In the workplace sparks took flight, two souls connected day and night. Now as the phones keep ringing true, our love story's just begun anew. Tonight we keep the phones off the hook, let the hours pass through. Tomorrow we play the answering machine. Remember last night there was just two, just me and you. Just me and you.